WMSK
Oh, respect, yeah.
Although if the guest host watch, and not necessarily those with this age, is management, folks, or advertisers. The show is found at WMSK1radio.com. Can't promote
It's
any
the anniversary
lifestyle,
of
belief,
respect.
religion,
Or
political
no.
affiliation,
That's what I
or
thought.
personal practice. These shows are for entertainment only. Thanks for listening.
I've heard of a lot of this stuff, but I don't know, you do it. Your turn to speak.
Oh no, it's his turn this week. This nigga was
Right.
last week.
No, I got to go tell her. I got this. Friends.
All right, y'all, let's sit on here. You got your page set up?
Yeah. September, I have a.
You the dog.
What's up, Mid?
Thanks, Courtney.
September, have a beat it down. September, have a beat it down. September, have a beat it down.
Oh, she's going out to conviction.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio. I'm one of your hosts, Peter Don. I'm in here with Jackie Blue and, of course, September Heather. What's happening, everybody?
What's up? What's
It's
up?
been a long week already.
Yes, it is.
I don't care. It's Monday night
Yes.
and it already feel like Thursday.
Yeah.
Seriously, I need a vacay. But, unfortunately, I can't take one right now.
Why you want to down? Oh, you the boss. You can take it.
Well,
I can't.
if he had gave me the chance, you know, I was trying to work with
I
him.
know.
I did the inbox. I wanted to apply and learn the job.
on
I
something
could take
realistic.
over.
So on to something realistic.
I could take over for him. So he
That's
can just
realistic.
Everybody needs
Realistically, you know, black people always talk about they want to work, but they don't. They just want to check. So,
trying to support
that being
black
said,
business.
all right. So I always ask y'all what y'all did the weekend. I'm skipping y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I went to. All right. First of all, I won tickets off of 93.9.
Okay.
Random, like I never call radio things ever. So I just decided, all right, it's a thing they do in the morning. I listen to it every day on the way to work. Where one of the DJs, you gotta guess his throwback, his sample challenge.
So what was it?
DJ Money sample challenge. So the sample was from Give Me the Breakdown. Give me the breakdown, give me the breakdown. And they want to know who used that sample for their current song.
Oh, who is that?
Nelly.
What song?
It's getting hot in here.
Sure did.
And I heard it and I was like, oh, that's Nelly. So I called it. And they answered the phone.
Wow.
So I answered the question. I won 2 tickets to the Coming to America tour, which was awesome.
Well, why he wasn't dancing? Why he just danced this little thing?
Time out.
I don't want to be here no more.
Who's Coming to America tour?
All right, I'm getting ready to explain this to you what it was. Okay, so the young lady who put this tour together, she's from Ghana.
Okay.
And what she was trying to do is give Because everybody seems to think that unless you make it big in America, you don't make it big.
Right.
Bullshit. These artists are making money. You understand? Overseas. They're killing it.
Okay.
They have a huge, when I say huge following, and you are special. When people come from other countries to come to your concert, I don't care who you are.
Right.
Okay? If people get wind that, they're going to America to do a concert, let's fly to America. And people come, you're doing something right. You something special. So these artists had so much energy, so much talent. I mean, from the musicians to the DJs to the dancers. There was a young lady there, and I have never ever seen anything like this in my life.
Okay.
This lady was a dancer. She danced on her head.
Oh wow.
And you said, what's so special about that? No hands.
Oh wow. Good grief. Well, what kind of dance was she doing? You can
Okay.
That sounds like a freaky dance.
Yes, it was. And I was thoroughly entertained.
Say, I knew that.
I thought
Hey,
so.
listen. What's up, Brittany? Hey, listen.
Great.
So these people, somebody on my page, mind your business.
You looked at me and said, Brittany.
I didn't call you no Brittany.
Oh, come on with the story.
Before you early, I gotta call you Brittany for. Right.
Come on now.
October.
So what?
All right, so she had
We
okay.
tried to get her phone number. He said, hell no.
No, because I couldn't get down to the stage, but I guarantee
You had good seats though.
Guarantee
Like,
it was open seating.
oh, okay.
I didn't. It was at the Anthem in DC.
Okay, go ahead.
Very nice place.
Okay.
Very nice venue.
Okay.
So the dancers. So they did the African dance that we all see on Facebook and Instagram and all that, YouTube and all that. Let me explain something to you. Listen, I'm gonna say this to anybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. If you in the club twerking, cut it.
Never.
Cut it.
Never.
Just cut it.
Wow.
Because you shit is elementary. It's elementary.
Oh.
Compared, I'm telling you, compared to what these girls was doing, the body language was crazy. Crazy.
Okay.
Like,
Where they holding classes at?
listen,
Yeah.
all right, and then you know how you might dance the club music for about a good 7-8 minutes,
Right.
right? These girls was doing 20-30-minute sets
Oh, wow.
to music faster than our club music.
What are pros?
Let me explain something to you. I thought about running down there and trying to get a number, but I said, shit, I ain't athletic enough.
You couldn't keep up with them.
Plus, more the Ajax could take off. I'm telling you, I had a ball. The music, the artists were energetic. The music was great. The rappers were awesome.
Okay.
There was a dude that came on stage. I forget his name. He looked like damn. Remember when Heavy D first came out? He reminded me of Heavy D, but he had Gucci on from his head to his toe and a Gucci backpack. This big dumb chain. Like, I don't care. These dudes is getting money. I was proud of them. I'm telling you, I was proud because America, like the lady that put the whole thing together. She was saying it's hard to get, notoriety in America.
Really?
Yes.
Competition.
Not because
Maybe just
it's not even the
trying to
competition.
get
It's
in.
the legal aspect of it and the
Oh,
loopholes you gotta go through in dealing with the record labels and the promoters and stuff like. They make it so hard for these people to come or their music to be heard here. And I'm just glad that there's starting to be a little breakthrough because I'm telling you, they tore that building down. And America is so ignorant. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put this out there.
Okay.
And I understand business is business when you own a venue and stuff like that. This was a historic event.
Okay.
because it was the first of its kind ever. So for them to cut their mics off at 12 o'clock exactly was just fucking disrespectful, in my opinion. I know you got a venue, you're under contract, blah, blah, blah. This was a historical event. This may or may never happen again. You understand what I'm saying? So some things were pushed back because the sound people, I don't know if they came with them or they worked for Anthem or they was, in-house sound people. But the doors open at 7 o'clock. They let us in. They put us back out.
Oh, what?
Because they were still doing sound checks at 7 o'clock. Okay? The show was supposed to start at 8. It didn't start till about 8:30. So DeVito was last because he was the headliner. So he got cut short of all the acts.
Oh, wow. Who did that?
He got cut short. How do you cut your headliner? Mic off.
That's what happened when he walked off?
That's why he left the stage.
Oh, I didn't know he cut
The
his
little
mic.
video that I posted
Yeah.
was the end where his microphone and the music was cut off. And the crowd kept singing anyway.
Yeah, I heard him still singing.
They kept singing
And
anyway.
I saw him go like that with his little handkerchief.
And he just was like,
whatever.
and he left. But how do you cut your headliner off?
Who sponsored that? Who
I
sponsored that? They
I don't
must
know
have
all
had
the
a hand
logistics.
in that whole.
I don't know all the logistics, or maybe they didn't know how to extend the contract, or whatever, because I don't think it was their fault if they were still doing sound checks. That's Anthem's fault, I would think.
Unless somebody was
was
behind. Unless somebody was behind and they was like, well, your contract is 12.
Somebody was like,
But-
I need to get a sound check.
Overall, I had a ball. It was nice. The area is nice. It's right on the waterfront of DC.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
And I went to there's a little bar next door where you can sit outside or inside, whatever. Like the whole thing got like these garage doors as they doors.
Okay.
And man, when I tell you I had a good time down there, I had a good time.
That's good.
It was
Well, your mother said, bet you that their twerk wasn't like hers.
who
Oh!
said that?
Oh!
She better sit down for a foot swell.
No!
Talking about somebody twerking.
He had 2 tickets. Neither one of us won.
None of
I'm sorry.
Neither
I
one.
couldn't take neither one of y'all because one of y'all would have been mad at the other.
No, he wasn't.
Who did you take?
I didn't take nobody.
Really?
Can I go somewhere?
You ain't give up that other ticket. Get out of here.
Yo, I went down there and sold that ticket. Why down?
I don't know.
Why down? I sold it.
I'm just
It was
wondering.
mine.
Somebody brought it, huh?
She could have buying it from the box office.
That's true.
What the much you think it's worth?
It was like, I think it was $65. Something like that. Ain't bad.
Down there scalping.
For general admission,
Scalping on the ticket.
Because you can sit any way you want.
stand anywhere you want.
Or you were standing up.
General, yeah.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
But the way that they had it, like you were standing, but you were sitting. Like you wasn't sitting in a chair. It was like these rows of like walls and benches or whatever, but you couldn't sit in a chair. Like they had chairs for people who paid for seats.
Okay.
Now there was no seats on the floor. The floor is general admission. The seats was balcony and above.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's different.
The whole floor is general admission. Like that's standing room, the whole floor, because the stage was down there, and then the whole floor was wide
But
open.
it looked like you were up. So
I was on the second level.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on the second level. I like a view. I don't want to be down and be trying to look over the top of people's head. So I said, like, up on the second level, look right down on the stage.
Okay.
I had nice seats. I had a nice spot. Like, and the bar was right behind me. So I could just turn around, grab a drink real quick, walk back to my little spot. I had fun. It was nice.
Okay. Well,
It was
it
nice.
was a good time.
You know, if I could, it made me want to go find out when more concerts like that are coming
Okay.
because it was something different. And you know, I don't really do concerts. I'm not a real concert fan.
DC.
See, that's what
It's,
it's.
but the
DC
waterfront
is
is
nice.
nice. It's
I don't
right
like
there.
driving in DC.
Hey, take the train.
Last time you drove to DC,
Exactly.
I drove the last time we went to
Absolutely.
DC.
Absolutely.
It was easy to find the waterfront.
I don't like DC. I accidentally
easy.
almost drove into the waterfront one time.
Oh my
But
God.
I know.
What the hell you? What the hell?
Make that your summer goal.
Mm-mm. No, I passed.
What?
I don't need to go to DC.
Listen, I don't care what y'all say. DC always got something going on.
Yeah, they
Something
do.
going on.
They always got something going on. They always got nice concerts, comedy shows, whatever. They always got
Brunches.
something going on. Yep.
Thank you.
Brunches, lunches, dinners,
Yep. Oh,
dinner
happy
theaters,
hours.
everything. Always got a lot of stuff going on. It's not overly expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overly expensive, and chances are you're gonna meet a good group of people.
Mm-hmm.
I met some interesting people down there. I talk to a lot of people. You know, I'm a people person, so I don't have no problem talking to folks. And I talk to you, know, right? That's enough. You got to be a people person to talk to you,
Mhm.
because you ain't a people person. I'm a
So
people.
what you do, Heather? Yes, sir.
Not the same old stuff.
No, not a damn thing. The same old stuff. That's what you did. The same old stuff, which means nothing.
Fun.
Unless you was doing your walk,
Fun.
you was on your stroll. Down Pulaski Highway.
Fun.
Boy, you stroll down Pulaski Highway. But it's all good. But I had a boy. It was nice. It was nice. What did you do this weekend, Jackie?
Myself and my mom and say myself, my mother, Sabrina.
Don't know that person.
I'm very excited who it is. Sabrina. And Mr. I cannot think of his name. Mr. Stanley. And you know Mr. Stanley.
I know Mrs. Smith.
Okay. So Sabrina's his wife.
Okay.
And
I know who
Sabrina-
she is now because I met her at
Exactly.
the thing to play.
So you know that's
musical.
yes. So you know that's so P and Avery, they purchased their home, they closed and they had their housewarming this weekend. So we hosted that,
Right.
the parents and grandparents. And then church on Sunday, what I do every week.
Hallelujah.
And then just chill.
Hallelujah.
That's all.
That was church.
It was good. I mean, at
What was the
first,
word about?
at first I was asleep. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I
why
was
I
tired.
always ask you what the word is because you never hear it. You just go to church.
I do it.
You just be at church. You be asleep and
Not
you don't
true.
hear the word.
Not true. So the word this week was about don't go back.
Don't go back.
That was what it was about.
Hallelujah.
Don't go back.
Ha!
Don't go back on things that have already closed the door.
That is saying something to me.
Don't go back. I bet it is.
My love, my love. Don't go back.
If you fall off the chair, I'm gonna die.
Nah,
That could be no good. But that was the word. Don't go back. I would go.
don't go back. Why? What book y'all came out of? Let's say don't go back. What book y'all come out
I
of?
believe it was Matthew. I can't remember. I didn't write
See,
it
that's
down.
what I'm talking about. What you go to church for?
I just told you what the word was
You
about.
go to church.
Don't go back. That's the most important thing.
Okay, but you got to know where that thing coming from.
Look,
You can
look,
go back.
look,
If
look.
you're falling under hard times and something made you want
Gotta
to push
reference that
you
word.
and move, you got to reference that word and bring it back to you. Bring it right back.
Absolutely, you're right.
Right.
Absolutely.
See, we do that at my church. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Ah.
Dawn, what's our first story?
So,
This is terrible.
let's go ahead and get Miss Pew.
Oh, that's your girlfriend.
Let's,
And you know, I reached out to her.
You did.
I reached out to her.
let's-
Sabrina
okay.
Dawn.
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Listen,
I
let me
absolutely
explain
Look where he was last week. He,
Let
he,
me-
That's what it
dipped
was, because he dipped out.
He dipped out.
He
He
dipped out
got that.
last
He got
Monday.
that tip. The IRS was
Yes,
coming
he
in to
did.
see that boot thing. And that IRS came. Okay. Okay.
It was coming for you. It was coming for you. You dipped on
Let me
out.
explain something to
You
you.
taking care of your girl. I got
Let me
that.
explain
You the one that got it hot.
Let me explain something.
Uh-huh. One of his sites.
Let me explain.
Woo! You got it hot. He
Mm.
said she fled. Now we know what happened.
Now. Let's clear up some things.
Ain't nothing to clear up. That's your business.
Let's clear up some
You like it, we love it.
Yeah, I just think it's cute that you really found someone. I just want to help you how
Someone to love.
So look, so all of this is really about $800,000 in book sales, right?
Yeah.
So like everything that she's under fire for is nothing is really illegal.
Yes.
What's
What?
illegal?
What? For
What
real?
part was illegal?
Oh,
What's illegal?
What was the
It's
illegal?
not
Why can't black people figure this out? I gotta keep explaining this to black
Explain.
people.
Explain it
As
because
many crime shows as y'all watch.
explain.
This is it right here, just minus the violence or the violence that we have yet to
I don't
see.
think
Hopefully we
Explain
both see.
You know you are legal correspondent.
You can't. You can't do that. You can't.
Where's that written? Nowhere. She only did something unethical. She did not break a law.
Right,
That's
the
what-
reporting of it. That's why the IRS criminal division was there. They want to
She
see.
didn't report the bread.
Basically.
Yes, Uncle Sam ain't playing with that.
How many of you
But
niggas
she said
don't
she
report
did.
every dollar that you get?
She said she did.
They don't come for us for
We
that
don't make enough.
It doesn't matter.
$500, $1,200. They
That
don't.
$500 you got on that scratch off, did you report it?
They ain't coming
They
for
don't
us
have
yet.
to.
Okay.
They
I'm
not
just
coming
saying,
for
They
you know,
just shoot for that amount. When it's
They're not.
over a certain amount,
Look,
as far as campaign
look.
contributions, as far as
800,000
using
compared
a fake
the
business.
president's millions. I really couldn't give a damn.
That remains to be seen. You have a
Ain't-
450 page
Nobody
report.
kicked his door in yet.
Yes.
Sure didn't.
Ain't
And
nobody
they making him give up
raided
his tax
his house.
statement.
Said it raided his lawyer though. They got to his lawyer.
That guy's lawyer and his lawyer told, and they still ain't raided his house.
They don't
They
have
still-
anything.
They still
It's
ain't.
not yours. Okay.
They don't have anything. It's a 450 page report Mueller wrote. If you got something, where is it? At this point, we need to know what it is. The election's coming
What
up.
you mean they don't got
What
nothing?
y'all got?
They don't got no tax returns. That's what they don't got.
One.
Let's start there.
No tax return.
Let's start right there.
Nobody's gonna force him to
He
show it.
still got a house
We could be
and
forced
a
to show.
car, and they
We
got
are
a
dead
tax
now.
There's
return.
nothing that can be done about that.
Yes, it
The
can.
investigation was done, the report was done, that's it, that's all. It's not even talked about
You
anymore.
hold your head, baby. We're gonna get you out of here.
Your boo on the way.
Hold your head with your little ugly self. You ugly and cute at the same time. You're so ugly. You
Your
cute.
boo is on the way.
What up, Kurt? I'm just saying, you know,
It's illegal.
$800,000, all of
It's
this.
illegal.
Then to say the lady was,
It is.
the lady
You can't
was-
use
We
your
might-
business.
did she run or did she stay in the house?
Just
Which one
like
was
he
it?
used it, just like
Which one was it? I'm confused.
What?
Did she run or was she in the house?
Yeah, because now they saying she was in the house.
Because you can't do both. You can't be in the house and on the ground.
What difference does it make if she was in the house or not?
Because
That's
it's
irrelevant.
false reporting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
Irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant. We should hold the people that report the news accountable. Because what you do is you impressionize people's thinking
They're
when
not
you say
going to-
stuff like this woman went on the run. She ran. So automatically
Number
people
one,
think,
it
oh, she
wasn't,
guilty.
it wasn't,
She did. She
it wasn't
guilty. She
even a
ran.
raid. It wasn't even a raid. They obtained a search warrant.
Right.
They knew, her lawyer knew, they knew she was coming. That's why she on medical sick leave. To save face, wherever she is, she can be where she is.
Sure.
Otherwise, they would be looking for her. They're not looking for her, they're looking for access to her stuff. So whether
She was on the run.
they want to sensationalize the story, and who said, what reputable news media outlet said that she was on the run?
Channel 2 News and Channel and
So all of them
Fox.
saying-
When
She
the run,
Run,
What's up?
she's
What's up?
playing.
Yo,
did she have an
baby.
order not to leave the state?
I don't think
Did
so,
she
but
have
they
an
say
order
she's
not to
playing.
leave her home? She can flee her home. They
Where
were,
is she fleeing from? Why is she
and then where
fleeing?
is she fleeing from?
Why do we
So
have
why
to use
do
the
that?
word flee? If they came with a search warrant, when they knock on the door and she let them in, that's what she can do. Walk right past them,
Pass
get in
them
her
and
car,
get in her car
and
and
go in
leave.
on. I'll be back. I'm going down
She
to the
can
liquor
leave.
store and get me a drink because you
Right.
niggas get ready to tear my house up.
Yes.
She has every right to do that.
Yeah.
She is not. And she did
Yeah.
not have an arrest
She
warrant.
wasn't under arrest.
Right.
You're
They
right.
had a search warrant.
You're right.
Right.
And then, I don't even think they had a search warrant. They had a what you call it when you can
Search and seizure warrant.
okay, it is a search warrant.
From our legal correspondent.
That they got from them. Now, with her lawyer needs to be very careful. I think he needs to withhold some of the things he's saying. So is her doctor. Doctor, you don't need to say anything. She's under my care. She's following my instructions.
Everybody want their 15 minutes.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Mhm.
Attorney, leave it alone. You're in legal discussions with their legal team. Leave it alone. Take a page out of somebody's playbook too.
Right.
Before you grade hem her up even more. I mean, now if they get her for the tax evasion, try to use Healthy Holly LLC and her nonprofit to cover up how she was receiving the funds. You can't do that, especially if you're not reporting it as such. Now, I said from the beginning, she's not the only one that's involved in this big tangled web. The CEO of the board of directors resigned. Why was he allowed to resign? They're all governor appointees. Why didn't you fire them? Why didn't Hogan fire him? If you keep calling for her resignation, what difference if she resigns at this point or not? The inevitable is going to take place. So just get off of we're calling for her to resign. We sign this, we sign that. No, you need to ask your board members why they were writing off checks. I know right now, if I had a bill from University of Maryland Hospital, you think I'd be trying to pay it? No, because y'all got $500,000 to throw in some books that y'all never got. So apparently y'all got money to waste. Y'all got money to throw away. So maybe y'all don't need my bill money from that ER visit or whatever the case may be. And that's what I'm talking about. And if you look at who's resigning and who's being talked about, who's not, and what's next, we just gotta let the investigation play out. But it's gonna be more people, because if I were her, I'd be snitching. I'd be getting ready to snitch. I just have to figure out when and how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because this is big.
First offer they give me the squeeze, put me in the room, talking about, I'm gonna whisper in my lawyer ear. Y'all see Law and Order. Y'all see Law and Order. Y'all see it on Power. I want to deal with what you got. This what I got.
Seen it on Law and Order. I seen it in Council Court. I seen it. Caught down at that old You ain't gotta watch TV to see that. Go sit in your local courthouse one day. Just sit there and listen to some of these cases.
They be like, oh, remember that shooting? Well, I know such and such and such and such.
Sit there and
You
listen.
wonder why? I mean, if it's a bigger case, if it's something that's gonna blow up, even bigger. See, the reporters got protection. They got protection because they can say, oh, well, we had informants and we can, we got the freedom to, freedom of the press, and we can protect where we get our information from. I mean, you can't defame, but they can do a play on words. And it's all, a whole bunch of sensationalism. She fled, like she just went off into the sunset, and people were calling in on the radio. They was like, yeah, we saw these Suburbans going at 83 early in the morning. I was gonna call Billy and Meg and be like, well, that's y'all neighborhood. Did y'all see it? Now that was probably one place in Baltimore City they had no crime that morning. You probably could walk down the street and feel free as a bird with all of them federal agents up in there. But it's a lot going on.
Why you look at me like that?
Everybody has to give an account. Everybody's gonna have their day. Everybody's gonna have to answer.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I think a lot of people are just scared as what she is going to say now.
Yeah.
I just think
I
it's
think
gonna
that's
get juicier.
I think so.
I don't think so.
You know, so what you think?
I think she is G. She gonna ride it out.
Juicier. Oh, she definitely gonna ride it out.
Yeah, she gonna ride it. She ain't gonna resign. She is
gonna
not
ride
gonna
it.
resign.
She gonna ride it
She's
to the
been
wheels
around
fall.
too long
Yep.
to know this game,
Yep.
to have dirt on other people,
Yep.
to know how this is played. If she was able, swindle, for lack of better words, the University of Maryland board that she sat on while she sat on to get this, Casa Permanente, Karen
Well, you know,
Curtis.
that's who started it off. Casa. They dry snitched. Because
Oh, Casa was the one that tipped off the son baby.
Casa tipped them off because
They didn't get no, they did get the contract.
that's what happened. She said she only sold her books to University of Maryland. The Kaiser president or whatever they call him said, that's a lie. She sold some to us too. Bam, investigation. They opened up everything because they said that's how it started. You lied. So what other income do you have that you have not reported? If Kaiser is saying they also have some of your books that they paid for.
Or
But you only
if-
reported
or
university.
well, Wayman Kaiser, you ain't off the hook
Right.
because some of y'all claiming y'all never received the books,
How about that?
and it's just ironic that you received the city contract
Exactly.
after you bought the books.
And why you dry snitching? Why you have to say anything? Oh, that's a lie. I open your mouth.
This is
What?
a trick, boy.
God.
This is a trip, a trip.
Something gonna come out.
Yeah.
And then, so we got that going on. You got, you know how you go on Facebook and you read all the comments for I'll tell you the one that is the worst is that day on Fox 45, Baltimore News.
Oh, I don't watch them.
No, I'm talking about on Facebook, girl. Them people on there is so racist. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
And how she needs to step down and let's
45 and 13. What you gotta step down for?
She needs to step down. She can't handle the city. She can't do this.
Nobody can handle the city.
Meanwhile,
I mean, what's the
city
thing?
employees got 4,000 sexually explicit.
But
Wait a minute.
getting back to who can handle the city. I mean, who can really handle it? And I mean, what did y'all expect? Oh, because he got a new mayor and a new commissioner, that it's gonna be.
And you know, somebody said that too. So what is the commissioner doing?
change.
He can't stop the crimes. He can't. It's all about people's mentality
And money.
and money. He can only do
Money
so
is
much.
big.
Y'all.
Money
He
is
can't make magic.
first. I think money is the driving factor. He's challenged with, you know, a lot of dirty uniforms and a lot of, you know, a lot of corruption just all throughout, short staff, you know, just administrative issues, so on and so
He got a
forth.
lot.
And it takes time.
It takes time. I wouldn't.
That takes how many people he's doing? So there's not supposed to be a shooting because we got a new commissioner. What you
Right,
think he
get out of
doing?
here with that.
Walking around, you know, just.
Get out of here with that. So meanwhile, 4,000 sexually explicit images is found on the city employees' computer.
Is this one person, one employee?
One person.
Why wasn't that? Now I know in government stuff is blocked that you can't even get on certain.
If you go
sites.
outside of Google, can you Google it up on the top of your search? Oh,
Nope. We get a flash warning, and that is it, and that is all.
what? Read that again. 4,000 sexually explicit images found on city employees' computer.
One person?
One.
One person had 4,000 images
Yeah,
of
he's
his nipple
nasty. He
on
wrote
on the computer.
on the computer at work.
He had 4,000 pickle pics on the computer at work.
I don't know what the picture was. But
Oh,
he got 4,000.
Yeah.
Didn't he get suspended or he got fired?
He was fired.
He got fired.
Yeah, man, you can't
Terminated.
get suspended for that. That's
One
termination.
or two.
Misuse
You
of
can't
working
sit around at
hours.
work with 4,000 pickle pics on the computer and expect to get a day off.
And get this, he did it in less than a month. 4,000 images, so he wasn't working.
4,000
He
people
wasn't doing nothing all day, but
in a month.
He wasn't doing nothing
He was
all
he was
day.
on a sex site. From the time he got into the
He
time
was
he
in the
left.
bathroom taking pictures with his phone. Then going to sit in his cubicle and uploading them on the work computer. That's what he
To
was
a site.
to sites.
You trying to get that hookup?
I heard that what's the name paid pretty good.
Who?
Pornhub. That's what I heard.
Boy, if you
I'm thinking about a part-time job now. That man been doing that back.
Everybody wants
I'm talking about give me a part-time job now. Damn, I'm like, so it pay good.
Shut up.
I got a couple pickle picks I can sell.
No.
You know, we talked about this before. It's like $1 trillion industry.
Yes.
It's a big industry. I
People
mean,
want to see
it's
pickles.
up there with drugs and
Nigga
sex
said-
is just.
Nigga
That's
said,
a
"Have a hard day at work."
Right.
Ah.
That's all it will be. Just another hard day. But hey.
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna Kurt laughing at the pickle picks.
No, we ain't talking about that before.
When we come now, we gotta address this.
No, we don't.
And somebody, one of our listeners or viewers probably know somebody at work that they suspect may be doing the same thing, and I'm gonna give you some clues of what to look for.
And then drop the name so we can shout them out.
When we come back, and then what we want you to do is go on and tell us who it is, who you think it is, and we'll holler at them real quick. If you got their cell phone, then we'll call.
No, we
Put
don't.
them on live and see, hey, what you doing over there taking the pics? But give us a few minutes. We'll be right back, y'all.
Well, we don't break. I'm gonna eat my pickle.
Look at you, look.
I need my pickle.
Talking about pickle pick, look. You got a pickle.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be real good. Too.
Pickle pick.
It's gonna be real good.
Sitting down, you'll shell out.
And then did you see what that judge ruled?
And it's gonna take
That the shooting. Remember when the officer left and the government went into school?
That's how they make money.
The officer saw him coming in. And he left out.
Oh yeah, he said he ain't had no obligation to protect nobody.
Where is this at?
Lord.
Lord.
Credit cards, retail store cards, and medical.
You gotta check out our page sometime, September. You know, stuff like that. Be on
Yeah,
there.
you might
I
want
didn't see that.
It was on there.
yeah, you might want to look at it.
Walked in and came back.
Oh, that's right. You can't use your phone down there when you work at it.
Nope.
But I bet you got them Johnny picked on that computer.
Shut up! He is an idiot.
I bet he got that like tweet pics and that people down there.
Where's Jason? What's that called, Jason? Where's that?
The tax doctor will fight for you using industry secrets that can stop any
like that?
actions eliminate penalties and interest and reduce your past tax bill. So you pay the IRS. If you owe $10,000,
I tell you no good that they're gonna feed you water.
But it ain't gonna sell no more, so I ain't get that.
I know that's right.
Purify all these waters.
No.
But it's gonna sell. I don't get nothing from all
It's
that.
that purified oil. You gotta get Aqualine. You gotta come on and get with it. Purify all these water.
You gonna have a bunch of shit that I had to break my life.
Oh, you look back at it.
Look back at it, man. I don't got this.
Stop.
You don't got that.
Oh, look at that. You got 10,000 songs.
Aretha Franklin was clapped.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at I'm gonna got break. Aretha Franklin respect. And why we playing that? Because it's a what?
the anniversary of her recording the song. First Otis Redding did it, but
Okay.
she recorded it
That's not the
today.
name of it.
Look back at it.
That's not the name of it.
When you
But
know
it
it's
is
a,
called that.
when you know it's a hit.
They don't got it.
Got it. They give you a pickle and a cookie. That's like a regular little lunchbox.
I'm gonna give it a cookie. Very good.
I asked her to be giving me right now.
I don't want none of the assignments. I ain't
I said, where you get it? She still ain't telling you where she got it from.
I didn't get it. I don't know what this is. My boss got it.
I've seen that before somewhere. Was he at a luncheon or something and they had it? Yeah.
Every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. right here on WMSKOnlineradio.com.
What these?
Where talk radio just got better.
You want? I want to talk about the pictures. I ain't talking about it.
That's how they was doing it there.
Fuck no. I left that motherfucker. Doing that shit.
You wouldn't have left. I'd have got it.
Yeah, like she threw it away.
Yeah.
This is shit I gotta deal with.
Right up on the stage. Yeah. You know it.
Don't nobody dance like that with you.
You know it.
This is a hot goddamn left. Welcome back to Between Friends on WMSK Online Radio, home of the Cheryl Underwood Morning Show. Before we left, we was talking about this guy, a good friend of September, Heather, works down at her job, and apparently he had a lot of break time, because in less than a month, he found a way to get 4,000 explicit pictures of himself.
It ain't saying just himself.
I think he probably had a flash
Pictures,
drive.
period.
Oh, so it was just explicit pictures.
Yeah, he probably had a flash drive and downloaded them and was just having a good time at his desk.
He was trying to upload them.
I'm confused.
Why would you do that at work? That's just
Well, how much cooter can you look at?
Well, he probably tried to say or she.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I watch porn and fast
Did it
food.
say he?
Listen,
Wait. He
He
knew, when confronted, the employee admitted he knew accessing and downloading the photos was a violation of city policy.
Oh, he works
That
for
he
the city.
downloaded them during work hours.
Baltimore City.
That's happened all over the
Baltimore City, I need y'all to get y'all shit together. The mayor fucking up.
That's happened everywhere.
You got
All
state
types of
employees,
jobs.
city employees downloading porn on the job. 4,000 pictures in a month. You what? Who looks at that much coochie? Like, that's all day. That's what he was doing. All day. Just looking at
All
it.
7.5,
Some
8
people
hours.
are, some people
I
are
like coochie
addicted.
just like the next man, but
Like
I
some
don't need
people
to see
are
it all day
addicted to
long.
those
every day.
images. They're addicted
You're not
to the
addicted.
different types of images. And
Not like that. He's got
No,
a clear problem.
he has a
He has a
problem.
problem.
He knew the policy. He
He
didn't
said he knew
care.
the
He
policy.
risked his job for this.
The download.
And now you know where he's gonna work at now?
Get your freak on. Get your
You know where he's gonna be
Where?
at. He's gonna be security at the mall.
He could be blowing that whistle.
He's gonna be security at the mall.
Yo,
He gonna be out of town.
He gonna be riding that thing. What's that movie called? Blart. What's his
Paul
name?
Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna be at now. At somebody mall doing security.
Protecting the holy moly donut shop.
That's
I can't believe
man.
that. I could, when I read that, I was
4,000
like,
bitches.
what?
Of what? Asian women?
It could have been anything. It said explicit.
Guy could have been some gay porn.
Who knows?
It could have been.
Could have been
Who knows?
children.
Yeah,
could
top
have
flight.
I don't think it would have been children
It
because they would have said something.
They could have.
If
they
it was
would've
child
said that.
pornography, that's a whole nother charge.
Well,
Sorry,
they said look
Antonio,
at 4,000 images. They may have, did they
was
turn this
crazy.
over to somebody?
That's a whole nother charge. If it's
Did
child,
they turn it over?
if it's child pornography, that's a whole nother charge.
And he downloaded it from the internet during work hours, so I'm
Right.
wondering, was he using his own device? And I'm thinking
Maybe
he's
every-
right there at the work.
Maybe
Computer.
maybe every city computer does not have that firewall on it, where it blocks you like that.
It's connected to everybody's log on. That's how it
So-
should be. Once you log, like once
Yeah,
we
like
log on
mine.
to our jobs,
Yeah,
that's it. You better not try. It'll tell you no. I can't even get on Pinterest.
really?
No.
Tough thing to work for you.
Y'all got different kinds.
No
of
Pinterest. Oh God. Oh God. How do you get? How do
Certain
you deal with it?
recipes,
Oh my
sites,
God.
or
No Pinterest. Oh, that's terrible.
yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Stuff you can look at on there.
Hey,
Anything.
traumatized. Like I can't even get on Pinterest.
I
Oh
use
my
that as an example as to how stupid
Tell me how
sometimes
you feel. You can't get on what?
to how Pinterest.
You can't
To
take
how
out Pinterest.
stupid some of the blocks are.
Yeah,
Because some of the blocks, for some things, I'm like, why?
right.
Like, I try to look up the dates of one of the wine festivals. I couldn't see it because it's too social events related to
Alcohol.
They gonna
That's
fire
why
your
you
ass.
can't look at it. Alcohol related. You already know
Keep
that.
on being inquisitive.
It's a
They
wine
gonna
festival.
fire your ass. Do it for when you get home. What you worried about wine festival tickets?
Because they're coming out.
Now, I was
Yeah.
mad when I tried to look on there for some tickets and it blocked me. It says proxy server.
Yes,
proxy server.
yes.
I'm like, come
And
on.
bold black,
Bold.
big, bold
I've got a
letters.
big blue banner that run across with white letters. Proxy server. This site is blocked.
They don't do that.
And then
in my
they tell you
job.
the category.
You look up everything you want there. Like, yeah, but okay.
They ain't got nothing over there.
It's the owner over here.
I ain't tripping.
Oh, they ain't nothing. Well, let's see. Marilyn Mosby attempted to throw out some 5,000 marijuana convictions failed because Judge Sweeney said she failed to show disparate impact. Said the convictions had on found guilty, but they can still get expungement. So that's okay. Just go and get your convictions expunged.
For real. He could have threw them cases out. It's taking up. They are now. Wait a minute. Are these people in jail?
Probably not. Some of them may have some marijuana possession. I mean, a lot of it's like simple marijuana possession. I mean, simple CDS possession.
Like, I
They
can
have-
understand why she's trying to do that. Why are we taking up time to process somebody on
Time,
marijuana?
money. Just give a citation
Yeah,
and
keep
move
it
on.
moving. All you trying to do is collect money anyway, Baltimore. Just give them a citation.
Well, the judge
That's
says
fine.
with 3,778 opportunities, the state fails to identify any actual single consequence suffered by the individuals. Mosby says she was disappointed by the judge's ruling and was thinking about her next move. Yep. And I think what Mosby's position was that it was kind of just unfairly given, these charges unfairly given to people of color. It's tying them up in court. You know, they're sitting around in jail, waiting on this one little case that's gonna get steadied or PBJ or fine anyway. I mean,
What's a
the-
PBJ?
A probation before judgment. So it's not gonna
Anybody
be
in jail?
no real consequence behind a simple possession charge when we have major
Exactly.
things going
Baltimore got a
on,
lot to tackle.
major
besides
cases that her
marijuana.
prosecutors gotta try. They gotta get a public defender.
Right.
You gotta schedule them with the court. Then if they don't show up, then you gotta reschedule. I mean, just all of that kind of stuff over marijuana. I mean, it's almost as bad as the prostitution charges.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You
I mean,
cannot compare marijuana to prostitution.
Why not? Who they harming?
Who was they harming?
Themselves.
Wait, no.
If
The Johns ain't getting caught like how they
Exactly. You locking up them, they getting beat half to death when they don't bring the money
Yeah,
in.
where the guy from Dateline? How come he ain't popping up nowhere
Yeah.
downtown?
John
Pulaski
Quinino.
Highway? Yeah, where he at?
Yeah, we calling you out, sir.
He come around the corner from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cause he ain't messing with Pulaski Highway type hoes. You got your $40 hoe and you got your $4,000 hoe. You understand? It's two different type of hoes.
These ones
Please
that
lock
I'm
up
talking
these
about.
$40 hoes.
Why? Why?
Cause 9 times out of 10 they on drugs anyway.
And then what you gonna do?
What you mean you gonna do?
What's
That's
gonna happen next?
detox. Homie. Let me
Detox?
go detox.
They detox and they go get high again. And
Okay,
they
but
go sell
then-
some more of that body and they go get high again. People buying it, that's why they doing it.
Listen,
Right.
listen.
Let them sell it.
And how you know $40?
Right. Yeah, how you know?
$40.
A friend told me. A friend told me.
What you get for $40?
I don't know.
What you get for 30 or 20?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know.
Sometimes it be cheaper than that.
I think, you know, right? But yeah.
Oh, just wasted time.
And they'll bargain with you. They'll say, well, how much you got? And they'll be like, well, I got 15.
Oh, you know all about all that?
And they'll say,
No.
well, this is what I can do.
Huh? You know all about it?
Read police reports, you know, the vice cops, they gotta talk nasty and dirty. It'd be kind of
How
fun.
you know about it?
That's what they
How
say.
you know about it?
You're under
How
arrest.
you
I
know
mean,
about
it's all entrapment.
How
You
you
go
know
through
about
the
it?
whole, you
It's
go through the
entrapment.
whole game.
It's not a trap.
Hey,
It is.
what you doing? Looking for a date?
Listen, it's
Yeah,
not
looking for a date.
entrapment to engage in a conversation with somebody. It's not entrapment. You commit the crime when the crime is committed when you consecrate a deal for sex. Solicit. It's called solicitation. You don't. It's not a crime for the vice cop to come up to you and say, "Hey, what's up? Trying to have a good time?" When you say, "How much is it going to cost me?"
Well, I
And
would have never had a
and
chance
she
to say that
say,
if you ain't
she
asked
say
me that I want to have a good
$30,
time.
She
and
was
you
minding her
say,
own business.
Right,
and
she
you
was
say,
minding her own business.
look,
The chick would have never said that had the cop not said, you trying to have a good time. She would have been minding her business, waiting for a reputable person.
Asking her
so
what
she
kind
get
of
paid.
asking her what kind of act can she do? What she like? What she
Right.
good at?
That's
I
entrapment.
only got $10 on me.
it's not entrapment.
She
What
doing
can I
her
get for
job.
$10?
It's not entrapment. It's not really entrapment.
But I really don't think we should waste time with person. Hey, it's the longest job out there.
Yeah.
It's been happening
Oldest
since the
profession.
beginning of the time. It's the oldest profession.
Hoeing.
Yeah,
Hoeing been around before the Ford Motor Car Company.
Yeah.
Hoeing been around since they was making sliced bread.
I mean, you know, that thing right there, I mean, that'll bring down kingdoms and
Hoeing.
empires.
Hoeing to change the world. And we would have been all butt naked walking around the garden right now. Had that hoe not ate that ass. Hoeing. Yep. What did that got to do with God? She was a regular woman. She wasn't a God. She was a hoe. She let that snake tickle her eardrum, and that's what happened. She was hung. And had she been home with her husband on the couch watching CSI, then wouldn't happen.
Well, had he not opened his eyes to see her cupcakes and goodies and all that kind of stuff and paying attention when he was supposed to have been doing in the garden.
It all starts.
Right, because he had a
With-
charge too. Don't just
She uptown, she down there in the projects messing with them niggas down there in the project, and they done gave her some check. And she come back and give it to him. That's what it's about. Hoeing.
You should have put a leaf on it.
He should have racked up.
Shit.
No, you can't just.
Some
He
leaves.
could have said no. He could have said no. Stop always blaming the woman.
Gotta blame y'all, because y'all started it.
Whatever.
We could have been chilling. None of this.
Whatever.
None of this.
Whatever.
Yeah, we started it. We started charging y'all for it because y'all was getting it for free for
Hey,
too long. You
there
put
you
a
go.
price on it.
My
And-
grandmother
and
always
you know
used to
what?
say,
And I feel like
Right. What
this.
she used to say.
As long as you got my rib, I should get them draws. How about
"Oh, what? Are you get out of here with that? Get out of here with that.
Yeah,
Dumbest
because
thing
the
I
rib,
ever
see the
heard in my
rib right
life.
here, that's why we got a lopsided midsection. Because of y'all got 1 hour ribs.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother used to say, even whores get paid. Yeah. You don't be giving up nothing for free. Everybody gets their free.
Everybody.
I can get paid for the pill.
Everybody.
I should get paid for the pill.
Whether it's money or not.
I really should.
Some kind of way.
I'm about to start hoeing. I'm about to start hoeing.
Start.
Y'all think y'all just supposed to get
You about to start.
Yeah, I ain't no hoe yet. Ain't no yet. Nobody knows.
Well, Miss Mosby, she, you know, she doing her thing. She gonna fight for it. That's my girl.
We'll see.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I like her.
Keep on striving. Keep on going. Look, they got a tough job ahead. They got a lot of people to prosecute.
For what?
Cops, politicians, that may be coming down the pipe. So she need room. She probably
Well, she's
has.
trying to clear them schedules out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to take it out. So did y'all hear about the school principal suspended for using a marker to fill in the black student's haircut design?
Why did this is what I don't understand. Now, this is when the students should go off. Now, y'all don't go off on the people y'all need to go off on.
He was on
Y'all-
middle school.
Y'all want to, oh,
Alright.
he was
He
a
was
young
only
All right,
kid.
we got, hold on.
What middle school where? It wasn't him.
I'm sorry.
I know about Baltimore, Maryland.
We gotta take a break before we get into this because I know this is gonna be a long segment. So give us a minute. We're gonna come back and figure out what in the hell is wrong with this principal, this teacher, or whatever.
Principal.
And
Crazy.
why wasn't no black parents up there whooping her ass or his ass? Black people,
That's what I said.
I'm talking to y'all.
Y'all beating
Now y'all letting people do anything to your kids now? Cause I remember back in the 90s, I wish nigga would touch my baby. I wish you would touch my child. Now y'all letting these white people do anybody. Y'all don't have to be white. Letting them do anything to your kids now? Okay, we gonna talk about it. We'll be right back.
What's up? Good.
Already,
Oh yeah, you gotta play that one.
Well,
Because it's the
Junket.
stuff is
Or
the
you can
anniversary.
donate to
Go
Heritage
ahead, be
Your
quiet.
car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
Have you written a book and want to get it published? Then call Page Publishing ASAP. We're looking for authors of all types of books. And unlike most publishers, Page Publishing will take the time to review each and every book submitted to us. And we'll give you our feedback. And if we like what we read, we will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, Barnes & Noble, and other outlets. We handle everything. Editing, cover design, copyright protection, printing, publicity, and distribution. So if you've written a novel, children's book, cookbook, inspirational work, poetry, or a biography and want to get it published, call Page Publishing now for your free author submission kit. Your road to fame and fortune could very well start with this simple phone call.
Call now, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262, 800-219-8262. That's 800-219-8262.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares have special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Hey, it's September Heather, one of your co-hosts of Between Friends. Listen to us live on WMSK Online Radio, Mondays 9 p.m. to 11.
Talking about your friends. But it's so black like that.
Friends.
Talking about your friends. Hey.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it.
Hey, Ma, you rock with us, you hear that? Hey.
Come on, little bit, hey, baby, just a little bit, oh, just a little bit. It's love, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong, why you don't? I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for your response, just a little bit, baby, just a little bit, that's all, just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not forgetting all my money, all my skin, my time, honey. So give me my promise when you get home. Just a little, just a little bit, oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, kisses, sweet as honey. And guess what? So here's my money. All you have to do for me is give it to me when you get ready. Yeah, baby. Give me something. Let me go. R-E-S-B-C-T. What am I gonna mean to me? R-E-S-B-C-T. Take out T-C-T.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
All right, welcome back to Between Friends. You heard a little bit of Aretha Franklin, Respect, commemorating her 50th year since that song first was played. Congratulations to the Queen of Soul. Thank you for blessing us with timeless classics. All right, so back to this Franklin, who decided that the best thing to do with his day would be to correct a haircut, a barbershop mistake with a marker, right?
No, it wasn't a mistake. He had a design.
He had a design.
Was it designed against the school policy to have a?
I don't give a shit
No, well,
if
no,
it was a
no.
design that was vulgar and offensive. You do not put your hands on someone else's child in that position.
So an assistant principal at Berry Miller Junior High School in Texas has been placed on administrative leave and is facing other disciplinary
Can we
action.
clarify some things? What color was the teacher?
Doesn't say.
Doesn't say.
Black.
What color was the student?
Black.
Black student.
Male.
A black male student.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't tell us who the teacher was.
Doesn't even tell us his name.
How much do you want to bet that it was?
We already know.
Because listen,
This was in Pearland, Texas.
black people, we not doing that to each other. Some things we just, black teachers is not gonna color in the design because they don't like the design or think it's appropriate. It's just not gonna happen.
So, is faced with disciplinary actions after drawing on a student's head using a permanent marker. The administrator, whose name wasn't publicly released, reportedly told seventh grader, Mr. Trice, Julius Trice, that he did not adhere with the dress code and told him he would either A, be disciplined, or B, he would allow the letter M on the left side of his head to be filled with a marker. So he came over.
Be disciplined.
Mhm. So he came over to Julius and said,
Wait, he had an M cut in the side of his head?
Mm-hmm.
What's the boy name?
Jules.
What's his name?
Jules Trice is his last name.
Was it the gang thing?
No, it's just a design. You just said that it ain't even an M. It
may
looks
not
like a
even be
wave.
M, it may be
They
like
saying
a-
an M, but it just looks like that.
Oh, so you feel that in with money? Are you shitting me right now?
No. You see the line in there?
Mm-hmm.
So he did that.
And where did this happen at?
Pearland,
His
Texas.
father, Dante Trice, was also concerned about the medical danger of putting chemicals on open pores could have caused his son. That's the lawsuit.
Congratulations, idiot. You just cost your county.
Yeah, that's the money right there.
So
Still in his head after 2 days of the permanent marker. Yeah, you either go in school suspension or color it in.
So what is in school suspension?
when you stay in school, you suspended, but
You know what it is. You had it.
I never had it in school suspension.
So you go to a
When I got suspended, your ass stayed home. It wasn't no in school suspension.
so
Like lunch detention. Well, now they can't take lunch
you
away.
can't take lunch.
Right. Then they
So you might stay a little longer after school,
So
something like
either
that.
like a special
or you go to-
classroom
yeah,
away
I'm
from
trying
everyone
to
else.
point out.
And you get your work in the other
How old
place.
is this boy?
7th grade.
He's in 7th grade.
So he's what? 11, 12,
Mm-hmm.
12 years old.
Yeah.
I'm trying to point out how this grown ass man manipulated this child.
That is a position of authority.
Because don't nobody want to get suspended. Don't nobody, whether it's in school or out of school.
Because then he got a face.
He got to go home and deal with his parents.
But had he gone home and deal with his parents, well, I got suspended because he told me that if not,
But as a child,
maybe he thought that he wouldn't believe him.
as a
Would you
child,
believe your child if your child
you
said,
not-
the principal said he would color it in or in
I
school
will believe him
suspension?
once I see this coming in on
Only-
his head.
No, but
Only thing
if the administrator gave him that choice,
that was the two options: suspension or
Color it in.
color it in. I don't want to get suspended if I got parents that whip my ass.
Right, sure.
because
Yeah,
they might
so
not
it's
have
all like
believed
you
you.
color it
Right.
in.
So hey, go ahead, do what you do, son.
They might not
And I
have
just
believed
tell
you.
my mother when I get home.
Right.
And my father when I get home. Yeah.
I mean, they knew what the policy was, but I'm curious, what is the dress code
So
policy?
they said, so
What's
the
this?
little
I
boy,
think shit is getting out of hand. With
yes, I
Hair.
think
dress
so
code.
too.
With
With
hair.
hair, like
With
you can't have blocks, you can't have spots on your head, you
Yeah.
can't dye your head. I don't think it's none of the school's business.
It's leaning
I
toward
don't think.
more of us. Now,
It is.
in certain types of schools or school settings, they'll just say,
Is this a public school?
So meanwhile, Pearland Independent School District said in a statement that the student's haircut indeed violated the dress code, which states hair must be neat, clean, and well groomed. Extreme hairstyles such as carvings, mohawks, spikes, etc. are not allowed. However, it does not determine what should be done to a student who violates the rules.
right.
His mother confirmed that the assistant principal already reached out to them. She said they were very apologetic, but it still happened. You know, for an adult, no one should think that's the correct way to handle a situation.
But why is the discipline
First of all-
such severe as in-school suspension and not let's send a note home, talk to your parents, give them a reminder, let's do a
I
warning?
don't care about the
Because
suspension.
other kids
I
get
don't care about the suspension.
lighter consequences and they want to put the
That's-
hammer down on.
That's
Just
not
don't
even
warrant that.
That's not
No.
even the
It don't.
issue.
What's the issue?
The issue is that this fucker couldn't come up with something else better to do.
Right. Of all the things.
Of all the things to do,
in a day.
draw on a child's head with a permanent fucking marker.
Right,
You couldn't just send that child home.
right.
You couldn't just call
All
his
the
parents and send that child home. The best thing that you could think to do was draw on his head.
And you're
I
an
think
educator.
you should lose your job. Because apparently
Well,
what-
it says
the
more
8 years you
action
spent in
is
college didn't do shit for you. You're an idiot.
It said more action is forthcoming.
Idiot.
Oh, I'm just gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it 50,000 times. I don't care how many times I say it on air. Ever since this daggone Trump became the president,
Yo,
this shit is getting out of control.
Out
People
of
are
hand.
ridiculous. People are
out
really
of
ridiculous.
hand. You're not going to sit here and tell me that you could not come up with another way to handle this.
Right.
A part in a child's head.
And
You
color
felt the need to color it in
with a
with
permanent
a
marker.
Sharpie.
Right.
I would just call it assault.
First
and
of
like
all,
your father said, permanent
jackass,
chemical damage and-
the boy is brown, not black.
Right. Right.
So why would you draw him with a black marker?
He thought it was gonna blend in because of his hair color.
All right, so let me say this.
Yo, I'm in
What if this is an administrator that's well known, well liked, kids like, and he didn't want to see the kid get in trouble. So he thought that the best option of him not getting in school suspension and him not possibly getting in trouble at home was to try and cover it up for him.
Get the hell out of here with that theory.
You always saying some dumb
I know,
shit.
she always bringing up.
You gonna color your goddamn hand.
That could be a theory.
Suppose someone did that to your son.
Y'all know where I would be.
Right.
Y'all already know where I would be.
Down there, personal charges. You ain't putting your hand on
You
it.
get out of here.
You ain't putting your hands on no goddamn body. You be down the commissioner office talking to your homegirl. Personal charges. You ain't putting your hands on nobody. You ain't just be a good job.
I mean, that would be
Well,
anybody.
I did a teacher before.
You had a teacher? before?
Yes, because they got smart with me. I'm not going here.
Oh, when you were a student.
No,
No, when
with my son.
Avery was a student.
Yes, we had a daggone conference. My son was bad. Okay. I didn't check him back. He was bad. But, and my son had to be in the special classes at one time because it wasn't that he wasn't smart, he just was bad. So they put him in a little class and we went to his little meeting. Cut it out! We went to his meeting. And the teacher gonna tell me, first of all, she was already nasty the whole time we was sitting there talking, just nasty from the time we got. Then she gonna tell me, you know, it really doesn't matter to me whether your son is in my class or not, because whether he's here, comes, gets suspended or whatever, I still get paid. Before I could think, I had got my fat ass across that table and had jacked her up, cracked my pants and everything.
You
Split my pants.
you like,
I went across that table and grabbed her by her neck.
who broke it up?
The principal.
What
My
did
mother
she
was
do?
like, they gonna press charges on you. Oh my God, you
What
gonna
did the
press
teacher
charges.
do?
She was screaming. Miss Perry, let me go. Miss Perry, let me go.
This is why I don't hang with y'all.
Why you in education talking like that? You don't go into education because this is a job.
You
You're
don't talk
attacking
like that
someone's
because she
future.
probably thought she could get away with
That's what
it.
she thought.
And then this is why parents don't feel, when we look at things, and we always look at Baltimore City for everything, like there's other school systems that have issues, there are other school systems that need, schools that need heat, schools that need air, there's poor rundown schools on the shore.
Yeah,
I mean, just all over the place. It's not just Baltimore City, but when we say, well, how come the parents ain't going up to the school and everything? It's because their esteem is so, sometimes it's low, they're not taken seriously, nobody's gonna hear them out. And sometimes people think that they can just walk over people like that.
right.
Because they feel like they're beneath them, nobody's gonna listen to you. And she probably tried to play you like that because you were a young mother.
Yeah.
And here's your kid acting up in school again, and she was just like, look,
I
I
want
don't
my
care.
class
Little
anyway.
kids.
Yep, I want him out of here anyway. She wanted to step up. First of all, she probably was like, she will do nothing because that is too big.
Then they had the union to protect them, and they got all of these chances upon chances upon chances.
Sometimes though, y'all really need to listen to your kids. They come home and tell you some things about these teachers, y'all better pay attention and wake up. Because some of these teachers are off the chain.
Yeah.
We in
They're
some of these
human.
meetings, I'm like, what in the, you
They're
teach?
human.
You teach though?
Yeah,
You teach?
not surprised. They still human
They
beings.
can't
Every
follow
day-
directions, they can't comprehend.
No,
I'm like, how you teaching the babies? How you teach?
I believe it. I believe it.
It's an easy degree to get.
It ain't that easy. Gotta have your man.
To be a teacher? Since when?
And the certification, they gotta be certified.
Certified. You
But
gotta,
once you take the praxis, that's it.
no,
You gotta keep it.
you gotta keep it. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
go
so
for
that-
continuing education credits.
Oh, okay.
You gotta- yeah.
Mm.
That education will never end. You gotta keep on.
Well, then on the other hand, you got some kids that are so out of hand. A friend of mine, she went up to her child's school and she reached out to people and was like, look, let me tell y'all make sure y'all kids are acting right in school. She said, because the kids I saw today,
Now that's true. Some
that
of them
made
is
no
off the chain.
sense.
Yes, it's some bad ones, but you got some bad teachers too.
yes, I
Are-
believe that.
And it's a difference in discipline. It's a big difference in discipline. So when your
Y'all-
kids come home and say something, check that out. Because they ain't always lying.
So why we
No.
talking about bad kids? Why are we talking about bad kids? Did y'all see the incident again?
Oh, we already talked about that
Oh,
last
y'all
week
talked
when you
about that,
disappeared, sir.
I was sleeping.
Anyway, moving on to the next site. Go ahead.
I was sleeping.
Well, you know, because of that, they canceled the carnival at White Marsh.
Carnival.
They
And,
canceled
and
it.
like I said last week, they should have. I figured that they would cancel East Point's carnival because of the incident that they had at the event center. I would think that they would just,
Yeah.
you know what, this is something that
Have to
whoever
rethink it,
Jolly
reevaluate.
Times or Jolly Attractions, whoever it is,
So
like
I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if you're white or you're black. Y'all ain't hurting nobody but yourself. We had our carnivals. You know what I'm saying? We went to carnival. It might a little scrap might have broke out every now and then. But how much shit they gotta take from y'all?
Sure.
How much y'all gonna let them take
I mean,
from
in the
y'all?
end, and people are
Because-
talking about all of these stiff punishments. I mean, what you got? Disorderly conduct, a fray. I mean, you got all of these low,
Frey is serious in Maryland. Frey is
low,
you might as well kill a nigga.
So
not
what's
as juveniles.
Is
As
when
juveniles.
you willingly
Mhm.
and knowingly like have a fight somebody. It's called fray. And you know what the punishment is?
What?
Whatever the fucking judge wants to give you.
Oh, wow.
There's no limit on it.
Wow.
So if you knowingly get into a fist fight with somebody, yeah, they could charge you with assault, you'd be better off. Because if you see fray on your paperwork, it's because chances are you got a record already. And assault charge ain't gonna be enough. Fray, there's no time
Juvenile, so I mean,
Trust me.
as juveniles,
I
what you gonna do? They're
know.
gonna process that stuff. They're gonna look at it as you know, mischief and
How much?
give them a slap
but
on the
point is,
wrist.
how-
None of it
How much
was
shit they
like
gonna let them take from them? That's
serious
stupid
enough.
as hell.
You right.
Kids running
Y'all
around,
dumb as shit.
throwing over trash. What we did during moving night? That's what they did.
But that was one night
That's
a
what
year.
we did.
That was one
That's
night
what they did.
when we
in
went
this
out and
incident.
threw eggs and threw toilet paper rolls. That was
Malicious destruction of
that
property.
was one night. Not every damn time you have something.
Yeah, because you can count on something
Not
happening every time.
Every time there's an event for y'all got to tear shit up and have fights and all of this.
It's the issues with the mall, and I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just
Y'all ain't gonna be able to go to the mall. Y'all gonna be banned from the movies. Y'all gonna have curfew. No, nothing.
Missouri stopped the bus from running out.
They're gonna it's gonna be to the point where Washington MTA get in on it and say nobody under the age of 17 after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, they could do that.
So walk your ass down if you're gonna go down there and walk. Or catch an Uber.
well, they tried the whole curfew thing with White Marsh. I don't know if they have a curfew. They don't have a curfew at East Point like they do at White Marsh and Towson,
You know why?
which is the same management company.
You know why? You know why they don't have a curfew at East Point?
Why?
Because niggas don't go there. That's why. We had White Marsh.
Well, I'm glad that there
out
are
of town.
curfews at the movies. When I do go, there are curfews
There's curfews in the movies.
at a certain time. Yeah, you got to be a certain age to be
It's
at the
always been a curfew.
Oh, I didn't know it was like
Yes, leave your toddler. When I'm trying to watch a movie at 9, 10, 11.
in the damn
Yes.
bed somewhere.
Yes.
They don't need to be out at
Get a
10, 11 o'clock
babysitter.
at night. Or don't go.
Well, don't go.
I
You can
personally,
wait, order it at home.
I personally don't go to the movies. So please bring your kids. I
No.
don't care.
For those of
Because
us that want to go and enjoy our
unless
movie
it's
that we
something-
paid for.
Unless it's
That's it. When
something,
I do go,
unless it's something I really, really want to see, I know where to go to avoid those.
Okay,
types of
where would you
situations.
go?
I go to Cine Bistro, things like that,
Yeah, because ain't
because they're not bringing the
there's
kids.
no kids.
Because you can't, because they serve liquor. So if you don't want the
You can still bring
shenanigans,
your kids, but
No, you
when it's
cannot.
liquor.
no, you cannot.
Because
Yes, you
Landmark does it.
You can't bring your kids to Cine Bistro. Cine Bistro is
Maybe
18
at
and over.
Cinnamon Bistro is 18 and over,
Yo,
period,
listen,
but it's not
I
because
ain't
they
never
serve
seen a
liquor.
child in Cine
Because
Bistro.
Landmark sells liquor too.
Where's Landmark?
Down, Harvey East.
Oh, yeah.
Look, y'all want to have a nice movie experience? Cine
I've never
Bistro.
been there.
Cine Bistro. It costs a little more, but
I'm paying all that money, see no movie.
Good
I can
food.
stay at home and get my own drink and watch
the
all
food is good.
watch all the movies I want to watch and all the
Oh, you want-
popcorn I
Oh,
can
you
have.
one of them? Oh, you one of them? You stealing? You bootleg?
No. Speaking
You
of
got a five
movies,
stick?
speaking of movies, our dear John Singleton has passed away today at the age of 51. You know, it was so many like crazy stories with his family
They killed that man at 7 o'clock this morning.
fighting
Sure,
over.
yeah.
On
posted
social
it on my
media, on the
page.
news.
I was like,
That was,
let me recant
I
this.
said, wait, he's not dead.
I said, let me recant
He
this.
hadn't died. And I'm looking like, why is people always want to say somebody did?
But see, I only post stuff from supposedly reputable sites. So this was
That's why I said news people was.
yeah, I was like, oh,
where y'all getting this?
let me recant that.
Nah,
Yeah, it was just after
Yeah,
this.
this
So that's really sad. I mean, his work, I can't even pick which one is my favorite. Just all of the
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. He was the youngest and the first black director to be nominated for best director. Boys in the Hood. I mean, even videos. Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. I forgot about that. He
Sure did do that.
he directed that, and I like the Rosebud. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
I Am Learning. I remember going to see those.
I remember
those movies.
wanting to kill some people.
After
After
Rosebud.
When I
Rosebud.
seen Rose, I remember wanting to
Child.
like form a union.
Your mother said Bistro was 21. They couldn't take shots.
I ain't never seen no kids in there. Ever. And I've been there a few times. I ain't never seen no kids.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember that.
Time you guys-
to a nice chill spot.
A nice chill spot. It's worth the couple more dollars that you're spending for the food. Because
I did not
the
want to hear
food is
crowd.
better than
Who
the
did you
average.
take us?
The food is better than the average movie theater food. It's
Okay.
way
Is
better.
it like the place we went in Virginia that time? Some of these folks.
Yeah, it's the same
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Same thing. And it's nice atmosphere. It's adults. Everybody's quiet. You don't hear no phones going
What
off.
movies they playing?
They
Independent
play
films.
everything that
Sound like
they
they only
play
play
everything.
independent
No,
films.
they play everything that's out. And
British
they have
flicks.
3D movies.
Sundance Film
And the
Festival.
chairs and all that. They got the
They
tables.
swivel.
The
Movies
chairs
we ain't
is
never
comfortable.
heard of.
They lay back and all that. And they got the
Playing
table
movies
that
we
come
ain't heard of.
right in front of you and
Oh.
all that. And they come to you to your seat, take your order. You can order liquor, food, whatever snacks. They bring it to you. You know what I'm saying?
How much
All
you
of
spent the
that.
last time you
Yeah,
did?
about how much did you spend?
The last time I went there, I probably spent $100.
$100.
I,
For your
I
movie?
took a date.
Okay.
What did y'all spend
He said the
$400?
food is a little costly.
All right, so I said about $100. So if I get a ticket, she get a ticket. That's 2 tickets. Let's just say that's 30. That's $40.
Yeah.
2 tickets. 2
$40.
dinners.
It's $20 a ticket.
Is
Any movies is 18 something a ticket. What are you talking
not
about?
if you go on
Ain't nobody going on matinee. You cheap ass stuff.
$18.75 a
Ain't
ticket.
nobody going
What
on
is
matinee.
that?
yeah, tickets are expensive. That's why
It ain't no $20, no Jaquata. Ain't no
I don't know
$20
about
a ticket.
$20, but it's expensive.
What are
It's
you
over
talking
10.
about?
I know it's over
What are
10.
you talking
It's
about?
way over
Movie
10.
tickets are $18 at
No,
White
they're not.
Marsh. Yes, they are.
But they not.
Yes, they
Not
are.
on
Expensive.
They're $18 at White Marsh.
Not on Tuesdays.
That's what I said.
Ain't
Right.
not on Tuesdays.
Says the person who's worried about playing B-list movies. He only goes to the dollar movie and go to the
Go
movie
see a new
on
one
Tuesday.
for just
Right.
$5.
And you know,
That's it.
movies
That way,
on what's that? Is that Hartford or Bel Air?
Bel Air Road
You know they playing all the new
and
movies
East
now.
Point,
And they are no longer $3.
they
$5.
$4.50.
No,
Yes,
no, it's not.
It is.
It was $9.
No, if you go matinee, it's $5.
What I'm trying to tell you, who the hell goes to matinee but old people?
Me and I ain't old.
Right,
I'm
you is
saving my
old.
money.
Nobody go to matinee.
So
You
what?
cheap ass stuff.
So what?
Nobody go
I
to
did.
matinee.
So now, okay, so you said the movie was about 20. You brought 2 tickets
Right.
for that.
18 something a ticket.
Okay.
That's $40.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
40.
Two dishes.
Mhm.
That's about another $40.
2 dishes.
And then
Right.
2 drinks, 3 drinks, whatever. It's like that's you know what I'm saying. That's $100.
That's a
Spend about $100 for a nice experience.
Okay.
Not gotta get up the
I'm
crack.
with it.
Not gotta get up at the crack of dawn to get there before 12 in the
Well,
morning.
sometimes when you really want to see the
Shit like
movie,
that.
you go matinee.
Nobody doing all that, man. I'm not a fool. I want to go prime time when it's not. If I'm having a date, I'm not gonna say,
Yeah,
hey,
if you having a
It's the
Listen,
same thing if
we gotta go to the
if
movies
he had
before
ate
11.
food after the movie. Just like a dinner movie price. You
Right.
just got it all at
Yeah,
one time.
just got
all at one time, $100. That's just like
so
going
Patricia
out to
says
dinner.
the discount tickets for seniors is over $10.
Right.
No, we're not girl.
Y'all some cheap ass niggas.
No. If I'm just going by myself, I don't mind going to matinee. But if I'm going on a date, yeah, I would expect you.
I
to
like
go
doing
on
off
one.
times anyway. That's people.
Yeah,
And I go
See,
by myself anyway.
Y'all like going off times because of the places you go.
And by myself.
Yeah,
no,
because
it's
of
because
the
of the
places
places
that
I
you
go.
go.
No, it's
If
because of my
you listen
timing.
and
Oh, Nate, don't
Somewhere
say
else.
that.
Because of
You
my
said
timing.
matinees is for old people and for
Exactly.
talking kids.
exactly.
Talking kids are
That's
great.
that's when
But
you
not if you go
you're
with the
matinee.
babies in school.
Look.
There you go.
if you want an
That's the
enjoyable
best time to
experience.
go. You
and
got a
don't
day
mind
off.
paying for it.
You got a day
But it
off.
depends
go
on
there.
what movie you seeing too when you go to matinee. Like I wouldn't go to something like I wouldn't go to what's that like a kids movie during matinee
No,
because
no.
you know all the kids gonna be
No,
there. Because
not
your parents
like
trying to get them in, go play somewhere and take your tail home and eat and go to bed. That's what your parents trying to do. But like me and Avery went and saw something over there that we just saw recently over there for 5 hours.
I'm gonna go to this black owned movie theater next. I'm gonna see what
Yeah.
that's about.
I want to
I gotta check it out just because I do support black owned businesses. Like
I gotta check it out too.
a lot
I'm
of my
also gonna check
wardrobe
out
is
that.
black owned businesses.
I'm also gonna check out that Center Bistro. That sounds good.
I'm telling you, it's nice.
As long as there ain't no
Nice.
screaming babies in there, I can't.
No kids.
No, your mama just
It's
said
a
that.
no kid zone.
Okay, because I can't.
You
No
cannot
kids
bring them in there.
zone.
You cannot bring them in there. So you ain't even gotta worry about trying to go there for the matinee. Just go whenever you wanna go.
Okay, cool.
No kid zone, good food. You don't drink, so you ain't gonna spend $100.
I might have a mixed drink, frozen drink.
Well,
Yeah, but
they
that's
got
it.
all
Yeah, I
that.
don't drink, so. It don't matter.
It's nice. I think it's one of the nicer theaters
Okay, I'm gonna check
in
that out.
operation right now.
I'm gonna check them out.
It's worth the money to me.
Okay. I'm gonna check them out.
I'm not. I mean, like, see, I'm gonna tell you that's just with anything. It ain't just a movie. Like, if I like something, I pay for it.
Okay.
Like, because I like it. The price tag is not going to deter me from getting it because I like it.
Okay.
So it could be a hat. It could be anything. Somebody else might say, "Oh, you paid $30 for that? Why? I know you get cheaper." Well, I was there. I liked it. I seen it. I wanted it. I bought it.
Okay.
Anything. But the
So
movies,
baby, what you want?
I like Cine Bistro. I go there. That's my first choice. My second choice is Around the Hills.
Nah.
Let me tell you why I
Why?
go Around the Hills. Because it's not easily accessible by public transportation.
Okay.
So you eliminate a lot of riffraff when there's no public transportation.
Only riffraff,
Yes.
so people who are not riffraff don't take public transportation.
I'm not saying that. I said you eliminate a lot of it. I didn't say all of it.
So the majority of people who you would consider the riffraff in the movies take public transportation.
Yep.
Nate said his first choice is sofa.
That's right, Nate. Me too.
I mean,
Me
that's-
too,
I
honey.
don't go to the movies a lot,
My
but when I go,
sofa, I can be
those
in
are
my
the two
own
places I
toilet
go.
when I want to get up. I can
Pause.
pause the movie. I can eat without
and you probably
wine.
watching movies from 2012.
Knowing me, I probably am. I'm so behind the movies. It's terrible.
Me too, but I do want to see that new movie coming out.
Terrible.
With what's his name? Mr. Stalker, the next door neighbor.
Intruder?
Yes, I want to see
I
that.
think that was
That's gonna be good.
I don't know.
That's gonna be good.
I'll wait for that when they hit the 5 stick.
Okay.
That's one of them 5 stick movies, just like Us.
That was good. You ain't like it?
I didn't go see it yet
Oh,
because where you going?
look at it, y'all. Look at it, y'all.
Talking about the test. You going to get the pill? But
Right.
now I haven't seen Us.
Oh, that was good.
I had no desire to see it. Once everybody say you gotta watch it 3 times,
No, who said that? You don't have to watch them 3 times.
I don't want to see it.
I
I'll
told
wait.
you something dumb like
I'll
that.
wait till it comes out on my 5 stick and then I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
It wasn't that serious. It wasn't that serious. Some people just might be a little slow.
That's just like when This Is America, the song came out.
Mm-hmm.
People was like, you gotta listen to that 3 times or 4 times to get the message. No,
No, we don't.
I'm not retarded.
Right.
Why? Did you have to listen to it?
Now, what I did have to do was watch the video a couple times because I missed, like every time I watched it again, I saw different things in it. But I got the message when I first heard the song.
Right.
So I don't know what people be talking about.
Because people be slow sometimes.
Yeah, they did.
And I don't understand how you watching a movie is gonna make you. I mean, if you watch it 3 times, does it make you smarter?
No. Sometimes it does take some people a little more time to interpret certain things.
And they should make short bus movies for people.
Oh gosh. And how do you make a short bus?
I don't know. You just give them. You know, the newspaper is written on an 8th grade reading.
Yes, that's true.
So they should make movies for people, slow people, that are like on the 8th grade watching it.
So you gotta get your ass somewhere and sit down this week?
Not
No?
no. There's too many people.
It was too many. Well, give us one.
There's too much going on.
Give us one.
Give us yours.
So here's mine. Man who stole 300. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So there was this man who stole $300 from Kmart recently that brought an $8 million island. But you stealing $300 from Kmart. So we stop betting your eyes like that. So So listen, a man who just bought an $8 million island off of Key West was arrested for participating in what police described as a scheme to steal $300 in household items from Kmart. So, officials at Kmart called Key West police after they say Andrew Francis Lippy, who was 59, had purchased several items, including a coffee maker and light bulbs, and returned the original boxes for a refund. But police say the boxes were stuck with other items. For example, store officials said a basketball was inside the coffee box. The store's loss prevention officer provided detectives with video of Lippy buying and returning all of the items between March 30th and April 19th, according to an arrest report. So that, Lippy also owns, oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. He also owns the Real World House in Key West, where MTV shot its 17th season. So Lippy told the detectives that he did not change out of the items before returning them, according to the report. Lippy also told detectives the clerk should have known there was no coffee maker inside the box because of its weight. He also told officers he returned the light bulbs because they cost too much, and he did not realize they'd been switched. So he was charged with grand theft and booked into jail. He was also issued a trespass warning to stay away from Kmart, and he was recently released. He told the Herald that the theft allegation is complicated and he'd rather not talk about it. So my get your ass somewhere and sit down this week is Mr. Andrew Francis Lippy.
And on that note, we'll take a break.
Why you roll your eyes like that? How you own an $8 billion island, but going to Kmart and steal?
And trying to steal shit.
Right.
From Kmart.
From Kmart.
And you just bought an island.
You just brought an island outside of Key West.
Right.
Come on now. Come on now. And you own the house. And you own the Real World House, but you still $300 in house supplies. Come on.
I'm just like, what's that chick that was stealing? What's her name?
Oh,
The chick.
oh, the singer. What did she say?
Back in the day, yeah. She
Yeah,
was
I
stealing
can't think of her name.
all the high-end stores.
Yeah, I can't think of her name. That was just dumb. Just on out there, just saying. They got an eye. You don't know what to do with yourself? Come over this way, son.
Without contacting August Movers. They offer affordable moving rates, fast and reliable service, quality good state-of-the-art trucks, locally owned and operated, a 24-hour call center. You give them a call. Tell today, 443-506-7905. Don't make a move without August Movers. 443-506-7905.
Yes, I'm live. I'm still live.
Who's that?
I'm there with you. That one with you, true baby.
Don't make a move without calling Movers. Seniors want peace of mind and a free prescription
You know what you
discount.
call my song,
Keep listening.
brother?
Are you a
It's not on.
Here's an important message to you and all seniors from Final Expense Direct Insurance Services. The average funeral now costs over $7,000, and the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255. Our senior plans start as low as $1 per day and will pay up to $30,000 for funeral and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, and you'll have lifetime coverage. Plus, your rates will never increase, and your plan will not be canceled as long as you make your payment payments. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and get approved right over the phone. Plus, call right now and you'll receive a free prescription discount card. Call 800-675-0194, 800-675-0194, 800-675-0194. That's 800-675-0194.
I'm thirsty.
And some drink. They are live every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. right here on WMSK.com.
Right, Mom. That's how you furnish this place. It's back up. It's fine. Oh, it played all the way that time. You heard it?
Welcome back. Joining friends on WMSK Online Radio on the show. Talking about this filthy rich guy who owns an island. Dumping in the scale from Kmart. I said, I guess he felt like he spent enough money. Like, he just, like, I'm not buying nothing else. I'm gonna go to Kmart. I'm gonna steal
$300 worth of stuff.
whatever I want. And
That's it. Yeah. But he said it was complicated cake. That's it.
you need a DJ, a free one. A free one. Are you volunteering, Greg? Are you volunteering? But yeah, this dude, like, one of the, like, it tried to. How do you listen? I know we've all done it, because I've done it now, but I ain't put nothing in the box. I had actually went to Walmart and brought something that I already had that was broken, the same thing, and put it in the box to the back. Whatever. Okay, I've done it. I feel bad about it. I pray God. I feel forgiven. I'm cool with it. This dude was taking empty boxes back and broken light bulbs, burnt out light bulbs, back the wall to Kmart. Son, you own the island, yo,
In Key West, Florida.
in Key West. Cut it out.
Right. Cut it all.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Really.
Right. Let's cut it all.
I do feel bad about it, too. I should have never done it, but I did it. I was broke at the time, and I did y'all.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I bought another one. And put the broke one in the box. Went back and got my money. I've done it.
Wow.
And I apologize to Walmart. This is my favorite store. But you know, when Walmart first opened, it was a don't ask, don't tell policy. If you took it back to Walmart, they was taking it. Like, all right, son, we take it back. When Walmart first opened, you could take old drawers back in
Oh
Walmart.
gosh.
And Walmart would take them. Like, they, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, you can take anything, a half-burned candle, back to Walmart, and Walmart will take it back.
Yeah.
And you ain't have to have no receipt, no nothing. Just, I bought this here.
Right. No explanation.
No explanation, no ID, no. Now they want a fingerprint. They want an ID. They want
everything.
phone number. They want, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Walmart, chill. Go back to the old way of doing things. The honor system. That's what it was, the honor system. Where we just bring shit that we bought from the thrift store to you and get money for it. Old coffee makers and toasters and shit that y'all don't even sell. You know what I'm saying? So, man.
So you know we usually spotlight somebody that's doing great things for the community.
Doing great things for the community.
Or for usually young people that's doing great things for the community, for empowerment of others. So today we're going to spotlight this 11-year-old boy that has helped 20,000 homeless people by giving them blessing bags. So Chicago, Illinois' Jaquil Jackson is an 11-year-old boy.
What's in the blessing bag?
So in the blessing bag, well, wait. So at the age of 8, he started helping people through small ways, and then he set himself a bigger goal. And so, he said that he saw people living in the streets and he was sad because he thought everybody had homes. But when he was 5, he saw his first homeless person and he asked his mother if they could buy houses for all the homeless people. So his mom started for him an organization called Project I Am. And he started that when he was 8, and through the organization, he gave toiletries, food, water, stuff in blessing bags to homeless people in Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Virginia, and Idaho. His efforts are not limited to nationally. He's also helped people internationally, including those orphans in Switzerland, volcano victims in Guatemala, and hurricane victim survivors in Florida, Houston, and Puerto Rico. He said when he's giving the bags to people, it makes him feel like he's getting one step closer to demolishing the whole homeless thing, and it makes him happy to see the smiles on their face. Jackson was also named the youth ambassador for one of the world's leading anti-poverty organizations, Heartland Alliance International, in 2016. He's also been acknowledged by former President Barack Obama as one of the 3 most influential people of 2017. So he said, to know that someone like him knows my name and supports what I do encourages me to keep moving forward every day. Basketball superstar LeBron James has also recognized him and helped promote Project I Am. Jackson, who loves basketball as a fan and a player, dreams of having his own NBA team one day. There's more homeless people in the world that I can help, and that need his help too. So the shout out goes to Mr. Jaquil Jackson, 11-year-old boy helping homeless, one bag at a time.
That's what's up.
Yeah, with his blessing bags. One bag at a time. Helping people everywhere. Everywhere. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
And then, did you hear about the shootings over the weekend? The 8 shootings
Yep,
at the cookout?
that's why I don't go to nobody cookout.
See, out of hand and out of control.
Listen.
Out of control.
I haven't been to nobody cookout in years
This is out of control.
because you don't know who else is invited.
Right,
For one,
right,
you don't know what they into,
at all.
so I just cook my own burgers on
Right.
the grill.
Right. And then invite who I want. And
And
don't
invite-
bring no friends.
The people that I know are safe.
Right, I invited you. Don't bring somebody I don't know.
Right.
Don't
'Cause
bring nobody I don't know.
this shooting up cookouts shit.
Right.
Man,
So 8 people were shot. One died.
one day.
One died in the 2500 block at Emerson Avenue near Whitmore,
Mm-hmm.
where there were 2 cookouts on the street. So this person started randomly shooting people at both of these cookouts. But they saying now that it may have been another person involved. Maybe he was shooting at someone and someone was shooting back because of the way that the bullets landed.
I don't care. Look, first of all, let me just say this. The amount of people with guns now is just ridiculous.
Right.
Because everybody has guns, so don't nobody fight no more. Fighting is out. I don't even think millennials know how to fight. Because they ain't had to fight. It's amazing to me how a person's mentality is that they would rather go to prison for life
Right.
than to be shamed about getting their ass whooped.
Right.
First of all, you get beat up today,
Lift them off.
you're alive tomorrow, and guess what? Next week, everybody ain't gonna remember that you got beat up.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you're sitting around playing cards or something, you're like, remember that time? Remember that time you got your tail wet? You remember we was all outside watching you get your. stuff like that'll come up, like
Right.
claims and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Like 20 years down the road, you had something to laugh at,
Right.
you know. But what do you have if you sitting in prison for life? No. Because you didn't like what somebody said, or how somebody said something, or you scared to fight that person if you had a problem with somebody. Man, come on.
Right.
Come on, man. This is cookouts, it's kids there, it's old people probably there.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't, because, you know, grandma was now 40. So it might not have been nobody with an older presence that could have said, y'all calm down, get your ass on
She
the
her
other
ass would
side.
have been saying that and no gun to shoot. She
No,
would have framed
no,
up.
but old people calm arguments.
People don't.
If you got a cookout and your big mama say, sit your ass down with all that noise and get somewhere in it, that's the end of that argument.
Maybe in our time,
That's the
but
end of
ain't
that
nobody
argument.
respecting the elderly no
It
more.
ain't no elderly.
It is elderly.
Grandmothers is 40 years old.
We still got
Still
some
in the
elderly.
club.
We still got some elderly.
Still in the club.
I'm a grandma. I'm 40. I ain't in no club.
You're not close.
Yes, I am.
You're not close to 40.
Yes, I am.
You're closer to 50.
Whatever.
You're over 45.
So what?
So that means.
But it's still in the 40s. It's still in the 40s. I don't
round
care.
up.
We ain't doing no rounding. Be quiet. I'm still in the 40s. It doesn't matter. But there's still older people, but people just don't have respect anymore. There's no
Kurt is
respect.
a complete and total ass. He ain't been to a cookout since Wayne hit with
Wayne.
the Wayne.
He's so stupid. He is so dumb.
That's why.
That was your friend.
That's why I don't have no friends.
That's
Most of them.
solid as a rock right there.
That's solid as a rock. How you gonna remember him from the Facebook page?
I told you that was the funniest Facebook post I have ever seen. I still talk about life with that thing.
You was talking about that the other day.
Yo, what?
Overworked. You talking about that? I was like, yo, that was shit was hilarious. He's like, yeah, yo, I looked at it, I was like, I was bad.
You got posted on our page. No, don't do that to him. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. But it was funny though. When I saw that, if you put a solid as right, this boy ain't no type of friend. He is ignorant. It's I cannot stop. Like, I had to call you on that one. I say, yo, why? Oh, I could not stop laughing. Oh my god. Oh, I know people like, what the hell is he talking about? So,
Hold on, I'm gonna hit this right quick because we only got like 8 minutes.
oh yeah, okay.
This black lawyer, and this ain't far from home. This is hey, look, Chris said, fuck y'all.
All right,
So this black lawyer was detained by Harford County Sheriffs. Okay. So the incident occurred on March 6th. James said he attended an expungement hearing on behalf of his client, who was absent from the hearing. Upon leaving the hearing, James was stopped by a deputy inside the court who called him by the name of his client, who is also black.
Didn't he just see that he wasn't there? So why you calling him? Thinking he lying?
Foul.
Go ahead.
James then corrected the deputy and told him that he was the client's lawyer. But the deputy didn't believe him and asked for his identification. When he had already provided his driver's license, the deputy instead detained him and questioned him further. James said he was brought to an interview room guarded by the deputy who demanded his bar card and business card.
Wow.
First of all, if you're in a courthouse and you're the lawyer, you're up front talking to the judge, and for whatever reason your client wasn't there, So chances is, if he didn't show up in court, he's got a bench warrant.
Right.
And if you got a bench warrant, you just can't walk out of the courtroom. Deputy Dodo Bird, how do you sit there and watch somebody in court? I don't get this.
That's what I'm saying. He saw him, knew that his client wasn't there, but you still want to call
He
him by
was stopped by a deputy
Right.
inside the courtroom.
and the judge didn't say anything. Come on now. This is getting out of
This
control.
is really
Out of
really.
control. Out of all the way control. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It don't make no sense.
And then, James said the deputy only allowed him to leave after making a call, presumably to the Client Protection Fund of the Bar of Maryland to confirm that James was in fact a lawyer.
So what did he think? He was there representing himself as he thought he was the criminal? Acting as an attorney? I mean, that's dumb. After you saw his ID,
Racist, exactly.
that's all that is. That's all that is.
I don't know. But I guess,
Complete idiot.
some people just, they're power hungry.
No.
I know for a fact that I probably would have made a scene. Yo, what do you want? You're not stopping me. No, I'm not going to goodbye.
Well, then he would have shot you and said he feared for his life.
I don't think he would have shot me in the courtroom.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have shot me in the courtroom.
He might have. Say you was resisting and you walked away and you didn't
Resisting
follow.
what?
You
I'm
didn't
not
follow
under
his.
arrest.
You didn't follow his directives.
I'm not under
He
arrest.
felt threatened. He felt threatened.
Just moved out of the way, then you wouldn't have felt threatened.
He felt threatened.
Let me go on by my business. Sir,
We
thank you.
don't have those liberties.
Sorry.
Our lives are not valued, and we're living like our lives aren't valued. When you go to the damn mall and can't even enjoy daggone carnival. Act like cool.
Or when you go to a cookout and
Right.
you dodging bullets and chicken wings at the same time.
Right. Come on, y'all. We gotta do
You
better.
dodging bullets
It's
and
ridiculous.
your aunt's next to your kids attitude. I don't know.
We gotta do better and stop blaming everybody else sometimes, because we be messing up. And there's a lot of stories where we be messing up. Y'all gotta do better. Like, this is ridiculous. This is old now. Can't even sit outside at a cookout with fear of being shot. Can't even go to take your little ones to a carnival because you don't know how to behave.
Can't go to the carnival because you don't know 100 unruly
Right,
juveniles are going to terrorize the carnival.
exactly. And stop sending your bad ass kids to the carnival. You know they bad, don't let them go. Don't make no sense. Tearing up stuff just because you need a break. Don't make no sense. Don't make no damn sense.
But just want to thank everybody for tuning in. That tuned
Thank
in
y'all.
on Facebook Live, the YouTube, the Instagram. Continue to follow us on Facebook Between Friends, IG Between Friends every Monday night from 9 to 11. We are here. Me, your boy, Peter John, Jackie Blue, September Heaven.
Who is
Who
MIA?
is MIA because she just had to leave early, probably pickle chasing. I hope she hears this.
And we are the home
Pickle pump.
of the Cheryl Underwood.
Here on WMSK Online Radio, home of the Cheryl Underwood Militia. If you're watching this on Facebook, like and share. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and share. Same thing on Instagram. Until next week, y'all. Please don't go to the cookout.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see
All
you all
right,
next week. Peace. I did it, cousin. I said good night this time, okay? Don't call me afterwards saying I didn't thank y'all, but thank the viewers for listening. So thank you. Ma, what are you talking about the Black Lives Matter? What happened to what? Oh,
Hey,
what
y'all.
happened to Black Lives
I'm
Matter?
out, y'all. I'm going home to bed. I gotta go.
So, all right. See y'all next week.
I'm not even knocking on my
Peace.
door at 4:30. I'm like, yo, I'm